Sega wants Sonic to surpass Mario, Ubisoft puts the ass in Assassin's Creed with some AI artwork, and the hardcore World of Warcraft bloodbath with a $50,000 prize. I'm Ash Dixon and this is GINX News. Go back to the 90s and Mario and Sonic were fierce competitors in the world of gaming. However, going into the 2000s, as Nintendo released banger after banger, Sega meanwhile stumbled around with some more than questionable games. Well, Mario's monumental lead has been recognized in an interview with Sega exec Osamu Osashi, who said, simply put, we want to surpass Mario. Sonic is a game that was originally developed to compete with Mario, and it still hasn't achieved that goal. Because we respect Mario, our goal is to catch up and surpass him. And interestingly, it's not just the world of gaming he's thinking about. He went on to say, I want the movie to be a bigger hit than Mario. I would like Universal Studios Japan to create a Sonic area as well. That's our goal for those who love Sonic. And look, that's a great ambition. Mario is the biggest game mascot in the world, so surpassing that is a respectable goal. Although it kind of feels like Sonic is in a rock and a hard place right now. Sonic Superstars recently saw a return to the classic 2D gameplay, and while old school fans lapped it up, it got a pretty lukewarm response from reviewers. Meanwhile, Sonic Frontiers mixed things up with a revamped 3D world, but it hardly lived up to the quality of, say, Mario Odyssey. Maybe Sonic's formula just doesn't translate to modern top-tier games, or maybe all the ingredients are there, Sega just need to up their game by putting it all together. Curious to know what you think though, hit us up in the comments down below. Assassin's Creed is clearly the golden child of Ubisoft. In fact, there's apparently over 2,000 people working on the franchise right now, which is unsurprising considering how many games they're planning to pump out. So you would think that they would put some real time and care into the artwork that they put out. Well, apparently not. You see, to get in the spooky Halloween spirit, the Ubisoft Netherlands account tweeted out this image. Now, I'll give you a second to really soak it in, but you can probably see why people were quick to accuse them of using AI. First of all, you have this butt-chinned pumpkin just hanging out in the sky there, just casually ignoring the laws of gravity. But more impressively, you have this dude's humongous head. I mean, just look at his face and then look how far the hood goes up. That's some Megamind level cranium going on right there. Or who knows, maybe he has a normal sized skull and is just storing a football in there for a little kickabout later. Either way, no idea how this saw the light of day. I guess it's less insulting that it was just some social media post as opposed to being actual game content, but people were still quick to call out Ubisoft either way. The top reply being, can't even afford to hire one of their own artists. And I think that's what gripes people the most. They literally employ talented people who can make stuff 100 times better than this. So Ubisoft, stop skimping out and give us some cool artwork. Get that into your thick skull. Apparently, the whole new trend in gaming is to just take some of your characters and turn them into a K-pop band. League of Legends kicked it off a few years ago with KDA, and admittedly, their song Popstars does go pretty hard. And now Overwatch 2 has jumped on the bandwagon with some LE SSERAFIM skins. LE SSERAFIM being the real K-pop girl group, for those who don't know. Apparently, it's an anagram of I'm Fearless. Again, if you ask me, the name Safer Limes would be a far better option. Anyway, the skins for Bridget, Kiriko, Sombra, Tracer, and Diva have been created to coincide with the release of LE SSERAFIM's new music video, Perfect Night. And you might be wondering, why? Why do all of this? Well, apparently, it's because it works. Since their release, the game has skyrocketed back onto the Steam top sellers page. Now, we all know that Overwatch 2's introduction to Steam didn't exactly go smoothly. People were still upset with the canned PvE mode and review bombed it to hell. In fact, even to this day, it's still being played with negative reviews and questionable ASCII artwork, including this guy taking a dump, this Giga Chad, oh, and this butt. Steam is a strange place. But considering these skins are clearly selling, I think we can expect more K-pop inspired cosmetics in the future. World of Warcraft's hardcore classic servers have definitely gone down a storm. It's certainly a spicy way to play considering the permadeath means you lose literally everything when you die. And despite most people spending several hours getting to like level 17, getting killed in some silly way and then saying screw this, I hate this game, the servers still seem to have a healthy population. Well, Halloween took place earlier this week and it marked the perfect time for World of Warcraft's deadliest ever tournament, the OTK Network's Hardcore Mak-Gra event. The competition had WoW Classic players spend October leveling up new characters before battling each other to the death for a cash prize of $50,000. 64 people would enter, yet only one would be left standing. In the end, the final duel was between Warlock player Snuts and rival mage Zico. Each had leveled their characters from 1 to 60 without dying and bested opponents of all 8 classes in the game, and the sea of their remains would prove to be their final battleground. The final fight took around 4 minutes as both Snuts and Zico kept their distance and battled to drain each other of resources and defensives. Ultimately, with his demon pet by his side, it was Snuts who took the win, granting him a sweet $50,000 prize. Oh, and a custom Starforge PC too. Funnily enough, he did decide to duel someone else afterwards who originally didn't make it in time for the tournament. Of course, he beat them too. And it wasn't all sad news for Zico. Another $50,000 was evenly distributed to the best players of each class. Plus, in general, just a whole load of crazy stuff went down. 3 competitors didn't survive what was supposed to be non-lethal qualifier duels on the day before the finals. 1 player tragically died right after winning a duel to a random explosion from their goblin rocket boots, while another goblin malfunction killed an official spectator, meaning ultimately no one was safe. And it all just culminated in a super fun WoW event, just like the good old days. And that's the show. If you want to help us grow, well, that rhymed, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. Catch up on yesterday's news somewhere around here, and we'll see you tomorrow.